my name is Shauna and I'm with GetTherapy.com. Today we're here with Stacy, a yoga therapist, and Rachel, a psychological examiner. Today we're going to talk a little bit about yoga therapy and how it can benefit kids. So Rachel, start us off by talking about yoga therapy.
We have our yoga therapy program here that is focused on kids with anxiety. We're helping them learn coping skills and life skills to help them when they face a stressful situation, so they're in the moment and they know what they can do to calm themselves down. We have kids not only with just anxiety, but others that have ADHD and autism spectrum disorders. Other kids that have just gone through tough things in life, things at home, things at school, and they've come in and found some resources to help them through the day.
Awesome. So Stacy, tell us about the difference between a yoga teacher and a yoga therapist.
Well, yoga therapy is something that it takes years to develop the skills and also the credentials. I mean, it's a process. It takes years to become a yoga therapist. And so it's just a long journey and specialized training around stress and anxiety and mine included trauma. So about 17 years of teaching.
Yeah, thank you. How have you seen kids respond to this program?
I think that we've seen our kids that have been in the program from the beginning grow a lot throughout the year. When they first started, they were anxious and nervous and kind of quiet and kept to themselves. They've really opened up over the course of the year that we've had them here. Some of them, well, you can see a big difference from the beginning of class to the end of class when they come in and they're not quite ready to talk or not really ready to share, and by the end they're opening up about what's going on at home or what's going on at school, and the older ones will step in and encourage the younger ones, which is always really just amazing to watch. When Stacy and I don't even have to help them through their struggles, they help each other. From the mom perspective, I had my own kids in the program. My daughter especially was very anxious. She's very socially anxious. And throughout the course of last summer, when she was in the pilot program, she came out of her shell. She wouldn't talk to people beforehand. If a friend of the family was to say hello to her, she would hide behind me. The end of the summer, she would greet them and talk to them and look at them, and I just think that I saw my own kids grow from it so much that it made me all the more excited to share it with all of our kids here at Arkansas Families First.
Awesome. Would you like to touch on that?
I think, it's just such a delight for me. That's one of the best gifts that I get out of the program, is getting to see how far the kids come and just see them be more comfortable with who they are. That's just really encouraging for me.
Yeah, that's great. So give us some ideas of what your class looks like.
Well, the kids come in and we actually do real traditional yoga. Sometimes it's under the guise of an adventure, but we're teaching them the different tenets and practices of yoga, about how to utilize the breath in a stressful situation, the actual physical postures, and for children particularly, there's so much focus involved in some of the more challenging postures that's really exciting to see a child that full of wiggles, full of energy, learn how to really harness that energy and find a moment of focus and awareness. And then also when they finally do master some pose that they've been working on, just how excited they get. And it's a confidence boost, and particularly what I love about the yoga class is that it seems to attract the kids that may have not found their sport or their hobby or their outlet of their own, and it seems to be real all-encompassing. But the practice includes the breath, the physical postures, the meditation, everything that you would have in a traditional yoga class.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. So just give us some ideas of what this program is like at Arkansas Families First.
At Arkansas Families First, right now we have 1 hour a week. It's one class for kids of all ages. We have a 6-year-old who's our youngest, and we have a 15-year-old who's the oldest, and everybody else sprinkled in between.
We're adding a class.
We are adding a class, that's right. We are going to expand and have a younger kids class and an older kids class, so that the younger ones can have more of the adventures and more of the wiggles, getting out of their system, and the older ones can be more calm and in a place where they're going to feel more comfortable, where older teenagers might get a little bit embarrassed if they're going on an adventure and they have to be silly, but they really enjoy the traditional yoga.
Yeah.
When we have our quiet classes, they really enjoy that. So get them both what they need.
Yeah. Well, thank you to Stacy and Rachel for sharing with us today. Thank you for watching, and check out the full article.